understand that you've uncovered the secret.
Yes.
The secret for
One of
streaming media to your PS3. What do you mean secret?
It's no secret.
What?
It's pretty easy. Well, if you have a Windows computer, the PS3 will see it, and then you can basically connect them and stream that way. But if you have just say like,
secret.
I received a question though from a viewer who wanted to know that, hey, what's the best format to encode videos for the PlayStation 3 playback? And he apparently had a hard drive full of video files and things like that. And I was like, well, you could re-encode stuff specifically for the PS3 if it wasn't compatible already with the PS3, which that list of software, or the list of file types that is compatible with the PS3 is pretty extensive, so there might be something there. But there's an easy way to then basically transcode these files on the fly from your computer to the PS3 and have it play just like fine. And it's a piece of software called the PS3 Media Server. And if you do a search online for PS3 Media Server, you should be able to find it quite easily. It's available for OS X, Linux, and Windows.
Is it free or is it
paid
software?
Completely free. It was actually originally posted. I saw this originally on the Google Code page, and this person has a Blogspot page too that they're talking about their software. But let me flip over to the PlayStation 3 real quick, or let Pat do that. HDMI port number 3. Now, essentially, once you have it running, and the software couldn't be easier to set up. You literally just load it up on your computer, point it to the folders that you want it to, here, let me grab a controller. Point it to the folders that you want it to actually access. And this could be on a network, this could be local on the computer. Essentially, you gotta have this software running on your computer. The files you want have to be accessible from that computer. But beyond that, it'll stream those files right to the PS3. And in this case, I have it running off my notebook, and a few files I loaded up, and let me just turn on the controller, of course, because it's not on. And we're going. So then I set up 3 folders, one for music, videos, and pictures. Simple enough. You could also add other streaming types like online sources and other things as well. You can get into the instructions for that, but just quick and dirty media streaming. In this case,
have to search for the media servers every time you turn it on, does it?
No, it should be out. Once this is set up and you got it going, boom, here it is. PS3 Media Server. Vio Fidelity is the name of my notebook, and it gives me that little logo. That's the logo of the software. Simple enough. I can just hit that. I've got a video folder with some videos in it. These are some WMV files. I think the PS3 is compatible actually with WMV, but just for legality and everything else, here we go. Just some of, these are 1080p encodes too, so something we discovered while we were doing the setup on this is that for high bitrate video, like a 1080p video file that's at, I think it's about 15 megabit, you want to use, we didn't have luck with wireless. We had to do this hardwired, and it worked pretty well. With wireless
our
in here,
wireless network is problematic here in the studio.
Now, at home, I had no problem at all, and it was pretty cool. But you can see right there, we're getting video streaming from my computer being transcoded, quote unquote, into a format that's compatible with the PS3. I can pause it. I can do a rewind. All the standard controls you have for the PlayStation 3 are right there. And it's just pulling that content right off the computer.
How's it compare in quality to the original format?
It depends. It will do some transcoding if need be to deal with the bitrate that you have available. So there is that. But otherwise, it should be identical quality. Now, one of the nice things is that if you have a collection of, say, DVDs that you've backed up, it's compatible with not only the TS folder structure as well as ISO files. And I tried it with some ISO DVD rips that I have of my own collection. It was just flawless. It just works. So that's probably one of the big things for this. It's also compatible with a lot of different music file types, everything from OGG formats, open source formats that might not be directly compatible with the PS3. Run it through this software, and it will just occur. And the beauty of this is really that you're not really doing anything to the file itself. You're just taking that file, letting some software on the computer do that encode, recode, transcoding they call it, and then just stream that right to the PlayStation 3.
Cool. So you basically don't have to re-encode everything.
No. In fact, I tend to want to avoid that because you never know. Something might change in the future, and you got to have yet another file format. So a transcoding piece of software like this is really handy for that. And it's free, and it works pretty well. Let me get back out of this. That wasn't a very long.
I know we're going to get a dog pile of emails from people saying, but this also does that, and this also does that, and this also does that.
And I will say also that the software is compatible with zip files and RAR compressed. So basically, if you have zip files full of a certain file type, like pictures or something, you can then browse through those using this software, which is great. There's also basic Xbox 360 support, and you can custom configure this to stream to any DLNA-compliant TV, like the latest from Sony and Samsung and others.
Cool.
They do provide a template, though. That's where if you're more in you don't mind looking at a template page where you have to go through and say, what formats does the TV support and create, if it's not already built in, which, speaking of which, there is a recent update on the author's website that indicated an upcoming update for this will not only improve browsing speed, but also file format detection. And that was posted just a couple days ago, so I think it's going to be a really nice update to take a look at once it ships.
Where can the you'd love the audience to download this again?
Oh, just check out, it's got a kind of a convoluted URL if you go to the Google code page. I think it's PS3 server.blogspot.com.
Okay.
Otherwise, just do a search for PS3 Media Server.
Okay.
It'll be the top link.